Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, due to the time differences. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. One love to each and every one of you. Um, Let me just start with
what I mean is love it. I told her my size here. And let's go and listen to her. All you have to do is to give her your listening ears. She's gonna bisect, trisect, dissect, and even intercept the words of this life to you. I am going to listen to Odo Messa.
that. Okay, brother Brian. Also, we kick him. Ankasa. Only brother Ankara Aquest. That was the masterpiece with your jingle. I just love it in so many ways. I'm just trying to share this. So the topic this evening is being married, being married to a problem. I'm sure some people are wondering, like, what does she mean? We're going to break it down in so many ways. There are so many instances, like in some marital home, because you do have some women and some men in their marital home who turns out, instead of being someone to build a life with, a nightmare. And you have some men who are having a hard time or going through hell, and you have some women who are going through hell with their partner, because, like, most people who are married to um, like, let's see, someone with one track mind, closed mindset, you're gonna have a hard time being able to get that person to even listen to you at any point in your marriage, because everything that they say goes. They don't listen to whatsoever you have to say, which most times, set off a chain reaction, because at some point, one of you is going to just no longer want to be in that marriage. Marriage consists of two people. And when you have two people, you expecting for the person, the partner that you have made a decision to build a life with, you expecting that partner to be able to support you in a lot of areas. You have strength, weakness, you know, identifying that is very important. Minyaba, also when him the account sister, our author back pet saya for the Atrobra. Apomo saying it's good to always see you. I'm happy to see you. Say, only everything for Obia, and that topic, I mean, sometimes me too one man I gave you a symmetry. A visual normal like just conversations with different people or like just strolling on social media and I see certain things and I'll be like, oh my gosh, like okay, let's talk about this. But like I brought up I had two topics and I said I brought it up to my baby sister and she was like, oh, you got to do this one. So, and then I spoke to my mom. She said the same thing, separate time. I spoke to my big sister and she was like, oh my, you bring in like problems. So that's a big thing to talk about. I was like, yes, but it needs to be discussed, you know? So yeah. But so the beautiful knowledgeable it's then boss lady but hashtag dadaba rasta one boss we are more at there. It's good to see you with us in Yankupon shop. So like you have people, some people, and then I'm going all in with marriages because like my messages like it's crazy. Like today I have someone, he had sent me like a separate text message and I saw it, but I just did not have time to go read it and I meant to go read it later on. And then he came to like the public um display and he was like, please check my messages. And I was like, oh my gosh, like can people learn to exercise patience? And then the MSC feet tandu could be pa ma bono Charlie, no be small thing. I am so tired this week. Work. I'm really tired. So I was like, okay, I didn't get to go like wash my hair. So I'm wearing the scarf today. And like I have a lot of men, like I'm not sure, like women are talkative and I would think, I was thinking like I will have a lot of women actually reaching out to me with some topics and stuff, but I seems to be having more men instead reaching out to me with like different type of topics. Some of the topics I have already like talked about it. I have had discussion about it. So it's like, um I don't want to like talking about the same thing over and over. So like some of them I will direct them to go watch this video and come back to me, and if they don't find the answers that they're looking for, then we can talk in the backstage and stuff like that. A lot of times, you have some people who ask questions. They have a lot of questions, but they don't feel comfortable asking questions during live video. And I'll be like, why? Because if you have questions, you can ask general questions. You can ask questions for your friends. You can ask questions for your family, or you can ask questions for someone or you can put something, whatever question, or like something pressing. Hypothetically, you can put it in different form, because a lot of people like they do care about what other people will think about them. But that's why a lot of people are like really, really struggling when they get married and they are at their marital home. So we need to learn to develop effective communication. How best can I communicate with someone that I'm married to? How best can I communicate with someone I'm friends with? How best can I communicate with someone I interact with on social media? How best can I communicate with someone who is rude? How best can I communicate with someone who is disrespectful, who has no respect for whomsoever? Like, how do you go about all that? How best can you connect with children, with young ladies, young men, adult men, adult women, mothers, fathers, and so forth. You have to like be able to figure out many ways to do that. But a lot of us, we hesitate because we feel like, okay, I'm going to be judged. If someone, if I ask this question, someone would think I'm asking for myself. No. Some people also feel that some questions are stupid. There is no such thing as stupid questions. It don't matter. If someone else feels that that was a stupid question, then that person does not have the intelligence that they think they have. Because people who tends to ask any question, every question, even some of them which other people may think is unimportant, they become the smart ones because they're not going to lack of any response. Because if you ask different questions or the same questions in different forum, you're going to get different answers, and within those different answers you're going to get what it is that you want. Because I may be able to provide or produce some information for you, but you may not be totally satisfied. But if you go to another person and you ask that person, you can combine the two response that you get, and you can figure it out. Because a lot of times, some of us, we think and think and think, and nothing else comes about, and it's difficult for people to like just, especially people within our community, um, to ask questions. Because a lot of times, they care about what other people think. But when you live your life in that forum, you always going to be behind other people. You always going to be following people, because you will not be able to take time to develop yourself. All right. uh, Doing self-work, doing self-love, doing self-assessment, having self-value, and this is self-discipline, basically self everything. Like, I love self everything, because I do know if there is something wrong with me, I will be able to work on it. Now, when you come into marriage, we have to understand that you have two different people coming from two different outbringing. The parenting style might be similar, but most of us know a lot of mothers and a lot of fathers don't really do much with their sons. But when it comes to daughters, like in the Ghanaian communities, everything is focused on the women, the female. She needs to learn how to cook. She needs to learn how to wash. She needs to learn how to be respectful and be obedient to the husband, being submissive and being able to take care of the children, the household. But now, with new generation, a lot of things are changing. Papa, Sister Sage Williams, Minyaba, Apomo Etisen, Mima Wakwaba. See, greetings, Sister Adwoa Odo, the beautiful people aboard. Greetings to you as well, Sister Mima Wakwaba. So it's like, like there's so much focus on the females within family. And the males, like even you may have a male, like some parents would be like, no, he will grow out of it. Don't mind him. Like, the woman has to be in the kitchen doing X, Y, and Z, and the boy is just fooling, right? So, like, when they do grow up and they don't have, Sister Yatobra, tends to say this a lot. And at times, when we have certain discussions, she will ask, who is training or teaching our men how to be a father, how to be a husband, how to be the man of the house without being dominant, without being bossy, without having their ego be bigger than their whole entire body, without being too demanding, like for them to be compassionate, um, have some empathy of a lot of things that they do. Like, who is teaching them all that? We do have some children who have only single parents. There are a lot more single mothers than single fathers. The percentage between single mothers are higher than a single father. I mean, a lot of men tend to walk away than mothers, than females walking away from their children. Some of them could be, medical related, mental health. Others could be just a deadbeat. All right. So it's like, it is what it is. But, like, how do we change that setting? But we do have, a lot of couples. It seems like, the dysfunctionalness within marriages is a lot greater than the healthy norm ones. A lot of people, some people tends to, like, especially a lot of Ghanaian women, when they living in a marriage that it's not acceptable, it's not doable, they still stay in there because they want to represent. Some of them see marriage as an identity. For me, I have expressed many times, being married, before I got married, I had my identity. My identity was given to me, but at the time that my parents conceived me, hmm before I got married, I had a name. hmm I have a family. Um, I had established in so many things. So I did have my identity. Becoming Mrs. is a surplus. It does not give me an identity. Like, sometimes I'll be like, what the hell are people talking about? Dr. Joe Kinsley, it just does not make sense to me. So, like, being married to a prayer mystery, being married to a problem is is something, it's something like, some people may not know who you are. Oh, Mrs. Star. Ah, let me go there. This I had to write. I think that sometimes you just tend to, like, shake some trees, because sometimes, a simple word that you put down uh, has a lot of meaningful things around it. Sister Sage also, like, Sister Sage mostly like stay back, but then you see her drop one or two things, and it's the same way. That's what a lot of women do. Like, the ones that are, like, critical thinkers. You have boss lady. She was not saying, boss would be like, yeah, too much to write. Let me just call in, and then let me say my piece. Because sometimes writing is good. Some of us, we feel comfortable writing. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm writing a book. I'm gonna follow Sister Yat very soon. So, like, writing is good, but, like, when you write text messages or comments and stuff to someone, some of the things that you want to say you cannot say out, right? But then when you call the person, you end up getting more information than texting back and forth or sharing, like, comments. Because sometimes your comment that you write, you might be thinking of one thing, but then you have many people who may not be thinking the same way that you're thinking, but you have some people getting where you're coming from, which is great. and it's good, because sometimes when other people does not get you, it kind of make the conversation interesting because they bring in their input also, so it gives you ways to. Oh, give me 1 second. Hello, my dear.
Yeah, me who on Facebook or me who only on YouTube.
Wait a minute. I am on Facebook. Wait, didn't I post?
Yeah, but I can't see over there.
Hold on. You back?
Yeah.
By you back on Facebook? Okay, wait. Can you guys?
No, I'm not back from Facebook, but I'm still watching from Facebook. But I can't see you. I can only see on how do you call it, YouTube.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I thought I posted. I didn't post it. I'm posting it now.
6 days left.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, but I can't see it on Facebook.
No, I didn't post it. I just posted. Thank you. I thought I posted it.
Yeah, it's not there.
Okay, it should be there now.
All right, sure. Thank you, Sissy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. How you doing, though?
I'm doing well. I'm just staying here with my friend. And then we are drinking beer.
Hey, you and your beer. If it's not beer, it's something else.
Yeah. It's just member balls, and a pop, 10 a.m. Yeah.
Yo, Mati. Would you continue to enjoy our wife?
Mati.
All right, me that's the same. Mati, me that's all. Okay. Mati. Okay, me that's all. Bye.
Thank you, sis.
You're welcome. Bye. All right. That was Sister Rami. She said she couldn't see me on Facebook. I'm not sure why, but I just posted it. I thought I had posted it before. Dr. Joe Kingsley, Apomo Eti saying in Memoapaba. Let's see. Sister Yatoba, I'm coming back to your comment because I need to make a point over there. So I'm feeling good by God's grace. Oh, yeah, that Yehovah I say. How are you two doing? By the grace of God, I am blessed and grateful. Thank you for asking. I said, please do pa Adwoa now, not later. Why? Oh, Mr. Bukuni de Metro, I'm going to follow you. You have motivated me. And as I said on my birthday, what you said to me, I haven't forgotten. No. You said to me, whatever that I have been planning to do and I've been procrastinating, I need to move forward and push for it. So don't worry. Sister ya atobra, sister obia want to writing styling. Sister ya or no or shame crying no or inspire people. Maybe dear no ebeye or don't want including everything. Just maybe romance. I love romance books. So mine is going to be romance. But who knows? I might change my mind as I'm writing it here. I feel be back. I say, hey, Adwoa Odo say what's one? Sometimes who and him na. Back I say, oh sister, on penny some. But it said, that's when people will get to know me and be like, she is bad to the bone. A good bad to the bone. Please, nobody, there's no misunderstanding it. But sister, yeah, I will do it. I promise. Okay. Sister Belinda Ejari. You did because I shared already. Oh, okay. I see. Thank you. Sister Sage Williams says, Sister Adwoa Odo, I cannot wait for your book too. Hey, Charlie Mubayefa read you. I can see everything in there. Oh, for sure. Hey, for sure. You better baby. Hey, just said, Send I am a customer says I had to book The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. I don't know. Every time I'm reading that book, I'll be like, this woman. So, like, how do you reflect somebody's life? Like, you read somebody's life experience and you find yourself standing in, like, it's like she's talking about you, even though she's not talking about me, she's not talking for me, she's not speaking for me, she's not described, but like, I've been there, done that, and it was freaky in the beginning because I read a couple pages and then I put it down, and I'm like looking at Kay, and I'm like, the way this sister Ya is writing the book, it's like she came to my home, sat at my home, and interviewed me. That's really like amazing, and a lot of women going to relate to that book if and when they buy it. And even I can see some youth finding themselves in that book, even though they haven't experienced, have a lot of those experience at their age. At least they're going to be able to have knowledge of it, learn something from it. Because when you read inspirational book, motivational book, something, and get insight of knowledge of things that you have not experienced, your decision making will be positively impacted. That's if your mindset is active. In order for anyone to be impacted by good educational information or resources, their mind has to be active, because we do have people who do have brains, but their brains is not active yet. It's not working productively. I mean, they can hear you, you can talk to them, they say yes, who, what, but nothing goes and gets stuck. It goes in here and it comes out, and sometimes it just bounces off the back of the head. So, like, that's what it is. But sister said, you're right. The self everything, you're gonna find that in there, but it's going to be more romantic stuff. I love love. Hey, I love. I love to talk about love because love makes you feel really great and really good, and needed. And love is a pleasurable thing. Some people don't understand what love is because they confuse love with lust, right? And then they, in between, their madness comes in it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, talking about Prince Charming. Oh, and the ordinary girl. That's what I'm talking about. God damn, I can see the back of the cover of the book. Hey, Sister Ya, you're gonna put me in trouble, and you and Sister Sage. Hey, gosh, you guys going to like get me going. But that's good. Women power, empowerment. That's what's up. It sounds like when the pastor preaches and we think he is talking about us. Oh, I'm Paul, sister. Yeah. When I started reading your book, I needed to take a break because for at some point I was like, wait a minute. Is she like, this is like really, that's like incredible. Like, I've been there, done that. Then it gets to a point like, I was speaking to Kay about something, and then I got to the next 3 page and you started talking about, I was like, God damn, this is freaking me out. But then, I was like, all right, like, let me get, but as I said last time on your program, I have read the whole book twice already, and I'm reading it the third time because I just love it. I love your book, and kudos to you. That's a great book. I mean, everybody's gonna have different experience, but I am in love with your book. I read Reflections of a Thirsty Soul. I love that book, but this one, the second one, is like, It's right here. Brother, man of God, Benjamin, Sifi, how you doing, bro? So let me go back to Sister Ya Atabra's comment she made earlier. She said, "Know who you are." Very important. It I just don't understand people. A lot of times, a lot of people don't realize when you accept the person that you are. I mean, accepting you, your whole future, everything about you. Even if your nose is crooked, you have to accept that. If your neck is not the way you want, it's too long, it's too short, it's too puffy, it's too skinny, like, you need to love the person that you are, because I'm sure if I have if I don't have my legs, and I love my legs, I mean, I love wearing shorts at home. I don't wear shorts outside. I think I stopped wearing shorts outside when I turned 29. Before I turned 20, before I turned 30, I stopped wearing shorts to go outside. I normally wear long skirt, but like I wear long skirt, I wear shorts. Actually, I stopped wearing shorts. Every now and then I will wear shorts in between. But like, from my teenage years to I believe 27, I was wearing a lot of shorts, shorts that is above my knee. But then if I'm going to certain places, if I'm not wearing shorts, I'm wearing long skirt like maxi, but it's long skirt. I love long skirt and body tight dress, because at the time I have like flat stomach before the baby started popping up. Yes, so it's like, because I was working out every other day, going jogging, doing sit-ups, doing push-ups. I used to do men push-up 21 straight. Can you believe it? Now I'm struggling with 15. Well, after 12 I'm done, but I can do to 15. Maybe the 13, 14, 15, I'm not doing it as much as I it's not complete. So I'm stuck on 12. And then I was doing sit-ups, a lot of sit-ups, because I'm always been in sports, volleyball, track and field. So it's like my family are very active. We do that. Sister Rami Memoir Papa. So it's like, like it's good, right? But when I still, up to now, I still have long skirts. I long skirts falls on your body. When you wear long skirt, it falls on your body nicely. And I like flare clothing, but like prior to 30, I was wearing slim fit dresses, evening dresses. I'm 5'2", so I can't wear the long dresses, but I bought them anyway. I bought long dresses anyway, so it's good, and it's always also good to like buy different kinds and stuff. Sometimes I'll go to a store, I'll see a beautiful long dress. I'll be like, oh man, I wish I'm a little bit taller. Eh? I'll be like kicking it. So that's why we have high heels, right? High heels can help you like boost you up a little bit and stuff. So it is important to know who you are. I know who I am, and I love the person that I am. Like, I cannot change me for no one. And I am a beautiful woman, I'm a beautiful daughter, beautiful wife, beautiful mommy, beautiful grandma. Can you believe I'm a grandma? Hi, chai. I'm a beautiful everything inside and out. And I just love me for me, and I didn't start out like that. There was a time in my life that, I have some family members, not like, made me feel like I didn't matter. And I'm just so happy that that did not kind of like, I did not allow that to identify me. I did not allow that um, to uh, just take over my everything, to define me. I didn't allow it to define me. There was a point in my life, before I turned 20, because when I came to yours, I was not even 17 yet. I'll be in classroom and a teacher will ask a question. I will raise my hands. They will call on me. And some days I don't raise my hands and they will goddamn call on me. And I'll be like, God damn it, why are you calling on me? I don't know the answer. But like, each time I speak, they say they can't hear me. But, I know I was speaking to myself because there was a time in my life I was told I'm too loud. I need to um I need to speak um less, and I need to lower my voice because I'm too loud, I'm too annoying, like, why do I to but I wasn't like that, you know? And being flogged because you want to speak your mind, I became timid when I rejoined my parents. So it's like it took me a while for my teachers to finally hear me. So it got to a point, even when I raise my hands, they don't call me. If I don't raise my hands, they don't call me. So it was affecting me academically because there were some classes that part of the grade was participation. So if you speaking and people saying, your teachers saying that they can't hear what you're saying, how is that possible? It's possible because I was afraid. I knew I was talking, but they said they couldn't hear me. So, and I had like, a heavy accent. So I didn't want to like, bring it up because I had this guy, he was a freaking bullied in high school. So I didn't want to speak up loud for him to like get something like, oh, Amelia did this. Like bullies they are cowards, and so insecure. Anyhow, let's go back to, let me go. I'm still talking about it because Sister Ya put know who you are. Yes. So knowing who I am, I think I started coming out and people started hearing my voice and really hearing me when I started playing volleyball. A lot of parents don't realize that their children are able to be themselves more when they start activities, like when they interact with their peers, do different sports and see which ones they like the most. They start making friends and people start getting them. They have something in common to talk about. So I started making friends in high school when I started playing volleyball because people like, I remember my first day on the court, I came in there and everybody looked at me and like they started laughing. They were like, "Here we go," and I didn't say nothing. So we were playing. If the ball comes to my side, I will hit it. I will pass it. Like back and forth. And then as time went on, well, it was my serving, and my serving was like hot. Oh my gosh, the girls were standing there and some of them were not paying attention because they thinking, oh, she's going to hit the net. Before they know it, it was like right in front of them. My servant will not go all the way over the net. It will go over the net a little bit. It will drop right in front of the net, right? So you would think he's gonna touch the net. So people are waiting for it to be like foul, not counted, because it hit and it would drop right in front of them. So people were like, okay, whenever I'm serving, once people catch that, they were like, okay, you got to move up, because she doesn't bring the serving in the back. And then when they move up, they leave the middle open, and that will be my next target. So one time, I love volleyball. Even when I start working at my former place, and we doing like activities, and I go and see volleyball, I'll play volleyball throughout the whole time. So like sports help me kind of identify myself, define me, like, for me to find myself and know the person that I am. So I started like doing more social gathering, being able to interact with people, engage with conversation. And then my high school, we had to do debate class. When we started debating, again, I struggled in the beginning, but I did not allow that to stop me, because like once you like motivated to learn, you do end up learning so much. So it's always important, very important, as Sister Yatubra will put it, to know who you are. Just understand yourself. That's why it's important to know all that, know what you are capable of, what you cannot handle emotionally, psychologically, and physically. Because when you are emotionally imbalanced, psychologically imbalanced, it affects your physical strength. A lot of people don't know that. They'll be like, what? It does. Okay. So because you are imbalanced, you have to be balanced. When people eat healthy, okay, you see their skin, you see a lot of things, going accordingly. When you don't eat healthy, sometimes you feel you just don't feel right. And then you talk about, oh, but I eat good. No, it's the stuff you put in your body. Our body cannot tell us this is not good for you. Some of us are allergic to something, but we don't know that. I never used to have allergy until 20 2001, when I went to Ghana. On my way back, I when I got here, I had a dry cough, and I couldn't talk for some time. After that, every summer, I was getting cough. I was getting, I was getting coughing. I was coughing. How do you say? I had a cough every summer. Dry cough is the worst thing, because it's like something is stuck in your throat, and you coughing, you try, like nothing is there to give. I mean, when you have a cold, I had a cold. What was I thinking? Like, I had a cold like in the summertime. How do you get a cold in the summertime? It's crazy. But I had it for like a good 5 years, back to back to back to back. And then it went away, and that was it. This is Tayatubra. Thank you. Know who you are. Very important. Let me see. Oh, this is Tayatubra. No problem. I'm telling 100. That blows me away. Thank you for your appreciation and support. Well, don't let it blow you away, because like you don't know how I was feeling reading the book for the first time. And it got to a point, I got so excited. I was like actually looking forward to the next page. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to read what she has next. That's why I was reading. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Adwoa, I have fallen and I can't get up. Oh, I love that. I love that commercial. They don't show it no more. Like the old lady, uh, she's on the ground and oh my gosh. Sometimes hey brother Mike Mika. Bonsoir. How are you doing? It's good to see you, bro. Hey, brother, Shalom, dancer, where have you been? Long time indeed. Oh, worry, yeah, would dear door, and then you may quay ye, dear. Just I won't allow sister cry. Oh, sister, I do it to send me to catch it. So say, what about you as when you're bedroom? Na wanya a tonga no decent won kai kra what dear mate and I said about no bagana and waiting here to hey brother Mawuli, long time no see. It's good to see you. Know thyself and you will never get lost. Oh, that is a huge one. And a bum 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 bum. Yes, of course, when you know yourself, you would never in your life get lost, for sure. And nobody can deceive you. No one can make you feel less. Uh-huh. In fact, you'll be able to educate people when someone trying to be sarcastic. You can catch that and all that. I'm telling you, like when you know yourself, that's self-confidence. You believe in yourself. So if someone is like upset with you and say you ugly F, you'll be like, oh, sheesh, for real? I didn't know that. Oh, Lord. And if you want to get the person to get so more angry as you walk it out, be like, well, it takes one to know one. An ugly duck knows another ugly duck, right? Brother Natty doesn't. Hello to you as well. Brother Natty does it. At the end, what is saying? Oh man, being married to a problem. Let's go back to that. Being married to a problem. So, let's just say I totally disagree. Even if you know yourself, you get lost all the time. Okay, so give me some examples. Huh? Give me some examples, brother Natty does it. I'm not just going to accept that. Give me some example. There are challenges, which is part of life. There are instances that you may struggle with certain things in life that you may not have full understanding, right? But if you know the person that you are and you understand your needs, you know your needs and wants, right? That's wants is desire. You can differentiate between your stronghold, which is your weakness, and your strength, and be able to pause, take time, and reassess everything that's happening. Especially when you are emotional, you may not be able to think productively or use your emotional intelligence 100%. So there are going to be instances that you may make some mistakes or some decisions that will not be favorable or beneficial to you, but at the same time you will not be as lost as someone who do not know themselves, as someone who needs someone else's directions before they can function. So there's a difference between the two. Someone who knows the person that they are when someone know themselves, they know their limits. They will know when to stop and when to continue to push forward, pressing forward, and they know they can handle it. When someone do not know the person that they are, because what happens is that many people become insecure, because a lot of people who do not know themselves, who they are, because they always pretending, they always copying other people, unnecessary competition. They do not develop any type of coping skills, having conversation, engaging in conversation, being able to use their active listening. They will not be able to catch a lot of things. When they're making mistakes, they're expecting other people to say, well, that's part of human nature. No, there are some things that we do. Yes, it's part of human nature. Struggles, difficulties, challenges, accidents. There's a lot of instances that happens in life that we do not have control of it. However, nobody, every now and then they say love is blind. I do not see love being blind. When one allows love to blind them, it means that they're missing some type of coping skills. A lot of times people who allow love to blind them, and they say, well, I love him so much, I love her so much, I couldn't leave him even though he was beating me like hell, he was abusive to me, I love him anyway because I cannot get enough of how he makes love to me or how he has sex with me. Are you crazy? How are you going to justify that? There's no justification around that. You find these people lacking of security. They are insecure. They do not have love for themselves. They chasing love, running foolish races. That's what happens. A lot of people who do not embrace the person that they are, who do not identify themselves, who do not know themselves. They always pretending, being follow, copycat, comparison. Oh, Adwoa Odo's love with her husband. I want to have one. A lot of people don't realize that. What can I have? If anyone dares to step between the two of us, the two of you will never had what he and I had. You can try, you can copy me, because my craziness in me, I'm crazy good. My craziness is a good one. You're not going to have the same characteristic that I have. You can copy someone, but you refuse to understand, or you don't get it. No matter what you do, how much you try, how hard you try, you can never be somebody. You can never replace someone. When someone loves you, it don't matter what you do for the person. That love they have for special somebody, you cannot force it upon them. You have to allow them to grow into it. If you want someone to love you the way that you are, even if you're not a whole person, because you have not embraced yourself yet, you have not found yourself, you need to give your partner time. You cannot force things upon your partner. You cannot tell your partner what they can do or what they cannot do. I mean, who are you to tell another person you are not right, but I am? My way is the only way. Oh, hell to the no. You can't do that. What do you mean your way is your way? That everybody has to do things the same way that you want to do things? That makes you happy. It does not make your partner happy. So that's why we have compromising. We have necessary compromising and we have unnecessary compromising. So in order for partners, couples to compromise, it has to be something productive, something beneficial to both of you. You can, like, the both of you have to gain something out of it. That's what compromising for. Compromising is not to make one happy and the other one unhappy. That's why it's important for couples to have better understanding of each other, their desires and their needs. I focus mostly on needs because needs are necessary. Desires can be tabled. I know I need water because our body is full of water. If I become dehydrated, at some point I'm going to die. I will need water to survive. So, water is a need. Having sex, if a person choose not to have sex for years and years, they will not die. You will not die. So, Brother Natty Dazzy and all the other men out there who talks about eating one type of soup, you get tired of it. That's your problem. Brother Natty Dazzy, I'm picking a fight with you now. Oh, thank you, Brother Mamuli. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, you are point. I appreciate it. Brother Natty Dazzy says, sometimes you struggle in life, which makes you forget who you really are. How do I put this? You know, like Brother Natty Dazzy, I understand where you going with this, but I might be wrong. But let me just put my 2 cents in there. When we go through emotional struggles, many times some of us become overwhelmed. When you become overwhelmed with emotions, your judgment, everything is crowded. It's clouded. However, the person that you are, you can never forget who you are. You know, you could be a strong person. You know, you are focused, but at the moment, you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable. And it's okay for you to be vulnerable because people who knows who they are, they accept everything about them, their weakness, their struggles, their challenges, their strength, and all the other, you know, unexpected tests or unexpected things that will happen to them, someone provoking them. You understand it. So people who tends to really take time to study themselves by doing self-assessment, building their self-confidence, having self-respect for themselves, be dependent, be independent, not dependent, be independent. Learn other coping skills, having effective communication. Because when you learn to have effective communication, you will not allow a lot of things to bother you. Because you're gonna have someone. Some of us can knows people that we can identify to talk to. Brother Natty Dazzy, I have spoken with you multiple times about some things that I have not spoken to certain people. I know some of the things that I can speak to you about. I know my boundaries because there are some conversation as a married woman I should not be speaking to you as a married man. Me do to home. Oh, brother Natty does it, so yes, single. Anna, brother Natty does it. I should not. We make jokes. We, like we talk like brother and sister talk, right? And sometimes we joke around, make comments and stuff, but it's appropriate, and there we draw the boundaries. You have that understanding, I have that understanding. But someone who does not know who they are, they tend to chase things. They don't know their boundaries. Talking with you, and you may say something that is completely innocent, and they're going to take it as, oh, Bray or Pemiana. One say in the pill. You have not asked the woman out, but she's saying to herself, this brother, is he interested in me? Hey, I'm available. So I disagree with what you're saying. I mean, it's okay to be vulnerable. I think people who know who they are, they becomes vulnerable because they may not emotionally strong enough to be able to uh, make certain decisions, or like do certain things that will be able to sustain themselves, and they may lose guard of the things that they know they're capable of because they are emotionally um, imbalanced, or they're going through some psychological uh, issues. Mental health is real. We have individuals, we have loved ones, we have people all over the world, who are battling with depression, bipolar, going through ADHD, like so many others. So you don't know days that you're going to be at your lowest, and that it should be expected. But if you know you, the person that you are, even at your lowest, you will not lose all your focus. You still have some of the rational thinking in there. You may not have the 100%, but I don't truly believe that you do lose yourself, because I have been in a position whereas I did not know what love is, when I did not know as much as I know now. I wish I know a lot of things that I know now 20 years ago. Maybe some of my decision may have been completely different, but I would never change anything in my life presently. But nothing does it today, dear. You came, pa. Dr. Jokins says knowing who you are is very important to develop your potential. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. You guys are like on the roll. God damn. Most definitely. And, that's what a lot of our a lot of our people within our society and community are lacking of. They A lot of them do not know who they are, and they don't know the importance of it. So they cannot reach their full potential. That's why they are so dependent, especially the females. Many of them are so dependent, and like that kind of like limit them. They settle for less. Whatever comes along, I'm gonna take it. Do you think like a lot of like when it comes to having sex, sleeping with different partners, if it was up to so many people, if they know who they are and they have accepted the person that they are, they value themselves, they do self-assessment, they have self-love, they have self-confidence, and so many self everything, they do self-care, and they worry about their person, their physical health, their emotional capacity, psychologically and everything all around or not. Many of them will not open their legs for a lot of these men who cheat. And these men, if they don't have the tonga, they will behave themselves. They will discipline themselves because every single person, sex is all in the head. Everything is in the head. We have control of our body, our mind, and our everything about us. What you put in here is what you become. If you're a negative person, your attitude, everything about you is going to be negative. It's not going to change. Even when you see someone that you like, that habit of yours is going to come out. It's going to come out at some point. You can't hide it. Your character, it's like being pregnant. Have you, any one of you, seen a pregnant woman who is pregnant for 9 months and you don't see that they're pregnant? Oh, please. They're going to have the bump right there and there. It's going to come out. It don't matter how long. Some men and some women find out after the marriage. After the marriage, then you find out, ooh wee, I shouldn't have gone there. Being married to a problem. Because you do have some men and some women that no matter what you do in your marital home, they will never be satisfied because they're selfish, very selfish. Everything revolves around them. Everything has to be about them. They have to stand out. They have to be the most important person in the marital home. If they are unhappy, they go like, AWOL, or like they started acting out, throwing temper tantrums, a grown-ass man and grown-ass woman throwing temper tantrum because things are not working the way that they want it to work. They bring in everything in. And another thing, Sister Adwoa, you have answered my question. Well, thank you, bro. I'm happy to have answered your question. I appreciate that. And I really, truly love that. The way your style of like getting information out, I love it. Okay, that's correct. Well, thank you. Whatever I said. So, like, it's a lot of things. Sometimes I just feel like many of us do not have better understanding of the person that we are. We need to truly understand who we are. If we don't understand who we are, what we are capable of, and the things that we cannot do, if you can do something, that doesn't mean you will never be able to. Just learn it. You learn new things each day, right? Because like when one is married and they married a man, a woman, or a woman who is a problem in the marriage, you're in big trouble because like having someone who does not bring positive change in your life, in your marital home, is a huge problem. Because can you imagine being married to someone who is always negative, calling you names, being verbally abusive, mistreating you, always like housewives, when your husband who asks you to be a housewife is giving you some fun, some money or like some things, you go and ask stuff, they always putting you down. Can you imagine that? Being in a marital home with someone like that. That is awful. A partner should never treat their equal significant other in such manner. How dare you? Where do you come off to put the person that you sleep with you lay in bed with, you share the same room, the same household, the same bathroom, the same space with that person, and you disrespecting that person, you mistreating that person, you don't show any care, warmth within the marital home, love, genuine love, we're talking about mutual respect, being supportive to that partner. But then you go outside and your attitude, your demeanor, everything is something that any woman, any man wants to see. Your behavior outside your marital home is completely different from when you in your marital home with your partner. Do you ask yourself if you are normal? Do you enjoy being dysfunctional, creating unbalanced, unhealthy, toxic environment for your partner and your children? Do you enjoy that? Why must a partner be a problem? It starts from up here. Not changing your mindset. You want to stay the same way that you are, what you were taught. You don't want to put anything new. My way or no way. Close mindset people, close mindset women and men are the worst people one can stay married to, because it don't matter. Decades and decades, they're gonna be the same way. Because what's gonna happen that you will find yourself in the same situation over and over and over with broken promises, which happens with even people who think they wise, or people who are wise and intelligent, because they think that they have that ability. Whatever they say is right. You may have an intelligent wife or intelligent husband, and sometimes they ask the dumbest that, like, things that they say, you be like, okay, now how does this person have a master degree, or like a bachelor or associate, or is in this position? How do some people don't think before they speak? Some people, they speak like they have diarrhea mouth. You see, when you have diarrhea, you can't control your butthole. It just come and goes, and if you're not quick, you're gonna mess yourself up. That's the mouth some people have. Pastor Samuel Okoso said there are some people you speak to their you speak to their mouth. That means they have okra mouth. You speak to them, and then you just have spoken to a broadcaster. They're going to. That's what I'm just speaking the truth. What, you want me to lie? I can't lie. Oh my gosh, this is not 2000. I don't know. See, Adwoa, what did I say? What did I do? I'm speaking the truth. Oh my goodness gracious. Rather not it does it. You have me going. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Adwoa. Yeah, Adwoa saying, I'm just speaking of the truth. I'm speaking the truth, brother Nazi does it. I'm like, I'm not Oh Lord. Yeah, some more. Oh, I mean, it's not like almost everybody have like have had diarrhea before, right? You can control it. If you play yourself, before you know it, you be stinking the whole goddamn place because you be outside with poop all over you. You can't have that. So that's what it is. All right. Let me keep my mouth shut. Oh, Auntie Nyami Yehovah. Brother, nothing does me pacho. Ask questions. Why? Ask questions. I like it when you ask questions or you put some stuff forth because it gives me room to like talk about more stuff. The best possible way that I can. Oh my goodness gracious, Brother Natty does it. You made me laugh so much. Ah, hey, although you were quite much soon. Let me see. Rather not to cry myself, now I miss run. Oh my gosh. Lord. Okay. So, okay, let me see. I think I can do another an hour and 15 minutes, then I'll be off. Right, Kay? I'm doing 2:30 now. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Uh-huh. I'm gonna cut it like in 2 hours. I will stop talking and then maybe in 2 hours and 10 minutes, and then I'll use the next 20 minutes to like for cardio. Play music and dance like ah 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 ah. Uh-huh. Something like that. Yes. Let me see. Let me do it like that. I like it, babe. Okay, no, let me do it this way. Maybe I'll just do. Uh, okay, so I'm sorry, guys. I was like a bit distracted. Okay, Rocky, what's up with you? Okay, Brother Natty said, "What's up with you?" He took a nap. He got some rest because yeah, he got some rest. He's getting ready to. He's good. He's good. I'm speaking for him. All right, so let me do some promo, and then we'll get back on what I was saying before. Brother Natty doesn't have me laughing and going like he couldn't let me stop laughing. Okay, so let me go do some promo. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me start with Boss Lady. As always. Where is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I didn't even show. And nobody said nothing. Today be about me. Show baby. You guys should help me, yo. Sometimes when I start talking, like I'm going at it and I don't catch certain things. In Abrabo Nsem, this is it. Let me okay, well today's topic today is being married to a problem. Okay, let me do this. Being married to a problem. Come on. Okay, so give me 1 second. Being married to a problem, which is a huge problem when you are married to a problem. I mean, you have a lot to deal with. Crazy lot. Okay, so let me go to the promo. Starting with Boss Lady. So like we have Boss Lady. Uh, Boss Lady. Hashtag Daraba Rasta. Ahofedia Oba Pa Obesinwa. Ojina ne naso wasan wonim die ka ho. Oye in fire drive time on weekdays 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. GMT time at Fire Life Radio. Omomodo no ye Oja Edemu Ankasa. And then Saturdays morning, Maame Treboa and Accra in Sankofa, Sisua Tree Kasa, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Fire Life Radio as well. I think so no to say we juice plus, for healthy diet, balancing your diet. Yeah, Sister Aisha Ankra or Basima or Baha, you know, we're contacting about juice plus natural supplements, I think so on Avon products, pay nice lipstick, nice. You can try different colors to see which one go really nicely with your beautiful skin. When you start eating healthy, you reach out to her. She will give you a lot of educational insight. And she has a good customer service. Yes, for sure. Hey, and the main who Sister Aisha. Normally, so you're busy and someone. Hey, Sister Rami, no. Sister Rami, now Juice Plus, and how is it going for you? We have to talk more about that. And then you have Yanyan Kasaya Atabakupe, the inspirational, motivational, beautiful, knowledgeable sister Ya Atobra. Ya for the Atobra. I watched two books. They say in the third book, but I cannot wait. And then you guys going to see Adwoa Odo's first book. You guys gonna love my book. Oh. Hey, Charlie, you don't know. Look at Hey, can you guys see me? Okay, can you see me? Okay, can you see me? Huh? Can you guys see me? I haven't frozen, right? Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, great. Me just my phrase because if I'm saying me phone me 1G about. Okay, so let me go back to sister. Okay, yan kasa. Yaba sister Yatobra. And the Facebook page, and YouTube, say Auntie Ya's Book Corner. Tuesdays, she does practical and Nsem straight up. There's no sugar coating. Like very educational. All the 3 days that she comes, you will learn a lot of beneficial things, very educational, productive contribution coming left, right, whichever way is really productive. I just love it. I love going to her platform. Like whenever she and sister yeah Russell are reading my comment, they started laughing, and I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be funny. Oh my! And then Tuesdays she do live video reading, going through different pages of the beauty of a woman's heart, but she alternate with reflections of a thirsty soul sometimes, and so she combined the two together, which I love. When she does that, it's really incredible the way that they do it. It's amazing. So you guys need to tune in and watch and come and check it out. On Sundays, Sister Antia's cozy book chat with Obapa Russells. So just tune in. Also, go to Amazon to get her second book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. I mean, the title, it's about, the insight from a woman's perspective, her experience and everything. But it will be good for some of you men to also be curious enough to read it, because you guys will get something really, really important from it, and you can use it in your marriages and your relationship. Seriously. And also our beautiful sister Yabi Russell with her 100% natural health and beauty advocate. DM her for more information. Moving on to sister Sage Williams. Sister Sage Williams. Hey, the other name come from mommy. Okay. Sister Sage Williams, you go to sageshare.com. She has a lot of authentic merchandise in her website, t-shirt, scarf, kente scarf. They have some already made, like, a hat. You can just put it all over your hair if your hair is a mess. Like, if I had one of those, I wouldn't have to put on this scarf. Maybe it's time for me to get some too for myself, and then I'll just tie my hair and just put the ready-made hat on it, to make me look more presentable. But this is my part of my identity. Yes. So this is having scarf on is good as well. Me meeting me be left, right, back, and stuff like that. Uh-huh. Me will from when Nana G or Chinanopa me yachiremo. Me tiri na fu pa. Yes, Mama yana mean to me, me tiri. Okay, so sister Sage, like, if you want different scarf, different type of scarf, duku, whatever you call it, cream, and then she has jewelries, beads, and dresses, our traditional dresses and stuff like that, different style, and I love them. So you guys go to sages.com and support her. When you go, the t-shirts, you may not see the color that you want. Don't just leave because you didn't see the color. She has like a comment box. You can let her know the color that you like, and she will definitely reach out to you via email. Or like, if you provide your phone number, she will contact you, and you guys, she will get you the color of the shirt that you would like to have. She has really great customer service. I mean, there hasn't been anytime that I have ordered something from her that she would text me and let me know my package is in the way. I will receive it this day, and sure enough, it will come the time that she tells me that it will come. And then if there is a delay, she also track it, so she will let me know there's a delay, and that's it. Like, truly, truly, I mean, like, most of our people don't have that type of, they don't have time for that, or like they don't have that skills, but her customer service is incredible. It's amazing. I love it, and that's why I keep going back to buy more things from her. So you have sister Awumrekua, with her lunchtime talk. She comes on Fridays at 1 p.m. UK time. Sometimes she, hey, obi bɛka sɛ mahyɛ da na mede me bra ɛtetɛ home. I'm wearing my sexy bra. This is for King. I didn't know it was showing. Hey, when we talk about crazy, we have crazy good and crazy bad. My craziness is crazy good. Yeah, so the magnificent sister, Awumrekua, Fridays at 1 p.m. for lunchtime talk. Then so we have Pastor Esther Arthur. She does live program on Wednesdays around midday between 12 and 2 o'clock, depending her scheduling. And also some days, she will just pop up when she uh, having the uh, you know the urge, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit is working, is in control. She will come and do some prayers, or like, come and give some teachings, with some scriptures, come and talk about some scriptures. Other times she brings a companion, and then they discuss different things. She talk about marriages and other stuff also. So her program very insightful. So I feel so. We have sister, our angel back, okay, sister Angela in Aban. So for healthy living and natural supplement, wait me a contact for Juice Plus. Juice Plus, the more the merrier. We have our other sisters also. They also sell Juice Plus. Let me see who else. Oh, Sister Mamle, Yoko God wins. Nidini dear, every time one day I have to call her and find out why she chose that name. I want to understand the meaning behind it. The essence behind it. She does her page program is about worldwide, on YouTube, regarding parental alienation. Very educative, resourceful programs that she does. So let's support each other, subscribing our YouTube channels, and also sharing our programs when you come on. It wouldn't hurt to share. I mean, like, it's a blessing, because when you do good, sometimes we don't see the blessing. It comes little by little. Some of us, we want it like all are the same, but trust me, when you do good, you do get a lot of blessing. Oh, brother Natty, you didn't see nothing. Me that's it. Me who said, but tell honum kids way. Into be entry, and I will honey in tea. So when who they are not will be answering. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. What is a woman's heart? Hey, Oba Kuma. Hey, what's it? The beauty of a woman's heart. Adeɛ fɛ wɔ ɔbaa koma mu. Right, sister Yatubra says na kyerɛ. The beauty of a woman's heart. I'm wondering, sister Yatubra, how did you came up with the top your title? That is like, wow. Yeah, Joa. Yes, that Joa. Then Brother K is struggling. With which one? With which one? Brother K, are you struggling? Huh? Yes or no? Or see no, or shakinity. So I'll catch and say to me, your life for you on person casa baby. But see, a friend is saying sports, dear, and no ding room. You brother, nothing does it say, Brother K, what's up with you? Eh? Me can't answer. You fine? Or see, he's fine. Okay, so kitty. To send you a akwala pebi no. And Sister Sage, no problem. And Sister Sage, and you ready, obetting can, because min kuno cry aka last one no cry aka 1/4 of it. And any we said there, you have to do it express for me. Express because I need it for sure. I truly need it. Me pill. Yes, who pill abansa account. I need the orders. So I'm going to like send my orders very soon. Very soon. This way I'll be able. But to say it's going to go to two places. On the last time I can say medwuma mu ni maame bi so opɛ t-shirt ni bi. Yeah, was sending me sika nti say me order ma no na me di ɔno address ni ma for ɔno ni order no ɛne ne din. Nti even though me de me email na be ya ama no, but send a send on nso wɔ ha ya wɔ New York ha say aba ɔno wɔ Manhattan. Nti no like mema wahu ɔno ne order no ɔno de t-shirt no na ɔso ɔpɛ for ɔno ne mma no. Nti no me send me order any ɔmo sizes no. Maybe some say colors be or say any color is fine. You know, we will pick like a really nice colors for them. Yeah. To say ne bab girl no to say that be I mean who no nintadi or tashe a purple and I say like violent. To say those colors no bisa na ne babemba ne so no navy blue ene me tahu so she navy blue ne like dark blue ene nye dark blue ane black into ono bema no pay more darker colors as say oba no na me so dey like that who me na me she pink one or say oh I love that color, you know, hot pink, you know. Into we will get her hot pink and one other color. And that would be nice. Dear babe. Oh, brother Natty does this. Someone also better Chelsea t-shirt and mommy oh. Me try on. I want to know that beauty of a woman's heart. Oh, brother Natty doesn't me saying when if you have that beauty of a woman's heart now, you will love and love and love and love and love forever. Me bumpire benya for sure. But nothing doesn't say. The t-shirt. Do you have Chelsea colors? Chelsea colors, yeah, then blue. No, of course she does have blue. You mean Chelsea shirt colors, or like you just asking for the color of Chelsea, the club no color no. So more color ni blue. Okay, some more color ni blue. More outside than I'm share other colors, you know, right? Okay. Okay. Says please the Inkun is the yellow or the white cream kind. Oh, okay. The Mihiano, the white cream, I have another size. I still have two left. I still have two of that. The yellow one on that chest, am I running out to cry because I know you use good things there no me toy no more. But it's a K use me use nkwadaa no nso nyinaa yɛ su bi ɛna ɛbaa nso no meyi bi ma crisscross so ɔmo nso try say if they like it yeah okay. Oh, brother Natty soap blue. Okay, so we'll get brother Natty blue color. This are say me the Chelsea or more blue color on some blue ne wo mu different kinds. Chelsea pramo color no blue and yet because I say almost sky blue, ocean blue, like so many freaking blues, dark blue. But Chelsea, dear, no, it's like just the right. Oh, Chelsea blue, notice that a color, yana. But Anati, oh, a darker than this color. Let me see. Chelsea blue will be this color. Let me see. Come here. Is it this? Or this is too dark? Is it this blue? Balanati does he? Chelsea color. Let me see if he's saying yes. Yes, I know, right? Balanati does he? Is it this blue or like correct? Okay, so Chelsea blue is what you see on the screen now, Sister Sage. Oh yes, yeah. I got something right. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Okay, so like being married to a problem. I spoke earlier about someone who does not bring positive change in your life. You find yourself in the same situation over and over, broken promises, which happens with even people who are wise or think that they wise. Sometimes some people think they wise, but they not so much. And then there are a lot of instances uh, that raises tension all the time in the marital home, where some partners feel their reaction, reason should be accepted with no problems, which create friction. Because sometimes, you have one partner do some dumb thing, you know, um, or make some foolish decision, and then they try to justify it, and they feel like, okay, it's not a big deal, you have to accept it. No, when you do something and someone is unhappy about it, you need to discuss it at least, like just give an ear to the person, allow your partner to have their say and move on, learning to forgive and forget. But a lot of times, people who don't want to discuss their problems that they have, it becomes a certain condition, a huge problem in the marriages, because we do have some men and some women, they have the problem, but they always pointing fingers at their partner to make them feel bad, or like make them think that they're the problem, even though they're the one creating that certain condition. Some of them, some men and women are very limited. It's not that they're doing that purposely, that's their capacity. They cannot go above that, no matter how many information you give them, because they might be lacking of some type, they might have some type of disability that they never knew about growing up, so they did not get the necessary resources and the support that they need at a young age, to have, uh, the academic development, like. But then, because I always say this, and when I talk to different people, and also some people who have some disabilities, sometimes when you see someone with autism, they're different in many ways, but they very smart. So you cannot underestimate them. You can't think, okay, he's autistic, so he doesn't know what is happening. Oh, believe you me, he or she might be even smarter than you, the adults. Some children or some adult with autistic, some of them are very proactive, they very observant, they see everything that goes on, they study you, your patterns and every single thing, so you would think that they have no clue, and they will they will show you. So like, don't think that, if someone have certain type of disability, they're not smart. You will be the unsmart person, because you assuming the person does not have that capacity. Yes, they sure do have that capacity, but you do also have some men and women, they might have some type of ability, and they use that as an excuse, and the one of the main reason why they can do X, Y, and Z, which is never true, because that should not define them. They just use it because that's the easiest excuse to go with, and for you to accept their nonsense and foolishness. You can't do that. People who uses reasons, excuses, and blaming games, they are the one Number one on the list, people who do not want to change because they are comfortable with where they are. Just because does not mean that you have to stay at just because. You still have to learn something to help you grow. So if you are comfortable where you are, it becomes a problem. It will create tension in your marriage, and then there's going to be unnecessary arguments, unnecessary petty stuff that the two of you will fight over it, and then so forth. Having disagreement, not having understanding, no boundaries, no effective communication. Everybody loses interest, and then you have divorce coming through. You have to learn to understand one another because nobody's perfect. There is no perfect marriage. Just so y'all know, there's no perfect marriage. But we have close to perfect marriage when people learn different coping skills and have better understanding with their partner, giving their partner some space to be able to breathe and have their personal time. Like Kay has his personal time, I have my personal time. Even the kids have their personal time. Like if I'm having my personal time, they know that they should not come and disturb mommy, and they shouldn't go disturb daddy when he has his time. And then when they have their time, I don't disrupt them. I don't go and call them to come and get this for me. I will use my legs and go get it myself. But like when you think about a lot of things in the house, I sent, "Hi, baby sister. You just landed? Where have you been?" Yeah. So like, and then we have family time. So we each have our own space, and then we have days and hours that all of us, play together and stuff. I remember when my niece Maya was here with us, we used to play. Oh, you had class. Okay, got it, got it. Thank you, baby sis. We used to play trivia, and it's like the greatest game. I came in last sometimes, and they would laugh at me like, I'm like, what the what? And then when my daughter, like, she would laugh at me when I come in last, and then when she come in last and we laughing, she looks like she about to cry. So when they laughing at me, I let them know, okay, just remember, when you loses and we laughing at you, you need to take it as mommy's taking it. You hear? And she be like, okay. So that's how she was able to handle when she loses a game. And we laugh about it. She doesn't get upset. She does not get sad. She laughs along because you know what? They laugh at me. So if I'm taking it, they're going to also take it. We learn and teach it as we go. Mm-hmm. Adanati, what do you say here, Sister Adwoa? In what percentage do men experience emotional stress in the marriage than women? I can, you know what? Like, to be frank with you, Franklin speaking, I cannot put the percentage on it. Maybe you might have some people who have done a study that they probably may have it on Google to give a percentage, but I would say a good number amount of men uh, uh, are experiencing a lot of emotional stress based on uh, financial pressure. They have to like take care of all the home bills, because in some marriages the man does everything. The woman does not help out anyhow, not even 1% of the money going into the household, when it comes to food, clothing, like everything, everything 100% to zero uh for the men. So like you do have men who are in such marriages, they are emotional stress level is going to be high, because some of them have to hold 2 to 3 jobs in order for them to maintain their marital home, and with this emotional stress, which means their performance in the marital, um, with sexual activities, is going to decrease. Yeah, because there's gonna be days, and it's not just one, days, months, that the men may not even be able to get aroused, because they have lose the interest of any sexual interaction with their partner, because their main focus is on work, work, work. So um, there are a lot of men who are experiencing a lot of emotional stress within their marital home. With the women's side, a lot of times you find most women, going mad and ending up in a psychiatric ward, because a lot of them hold things inside for a long period of time. So when everything boils over and they become overwhelmed, just one little thing can set them off, because it could be that they losing someone that they care for, because a side chick is taking the men away, someone that they have cared for, they have been with, they have depended on, away from them. So the emotional stress of losing that safeguard, the safe line, can trigger um, other things, and it can have the person lose their sanity. So when you think in that aspect, the women's going to be high, like in terms of who cheats on who. I will say, I will put, it's likely 50-50, or like even for women might be more than men. Like we do know that a lot of men cannot hide their infidelity, but most women are able to do so, because I say this all the time. If we had to, like, go to our society community and do DNA tests, a lot of men going to, like, die on the spot, because they're going to find out that they've been raising somebody else's child. And that's my belief, and I stand by it. I say this all the time. Oh, baby sister, welcome about Ophelia. I love you, sis. I used to be you good in trivia. I knew she was gonna bring this up. And so you win some, I win some. And so what? I miss trivia. I can't remember the password. So since Maya um, came to you now, we haven't played in a long while. I was talking to Kay and stuff. Hello, brother Michael. Uh, Amate, it's been a long time. When you say Majwa, I thought you were talking, because that's her name. Last time she thought you were talking about her. You know, we- but it's good to see you today. How you been? It's been a long while. Yes. So let me go to Sister Sage Williams. Personal time and personal space are very important and necessary to distress and refresh. Yes, like that's something that uh Kay and I implement in the marital home. There was a point uh when effective communication started working in our marital home, using our active listening and also giving each other space, like of if he needs to go outside and chillax, he's not gonna be having me calling him like every second, because I know exactly where he's at. I don't need to call and check in on him because he does have, personal time. So he can choose to use his personal time beside having another woman. There's a limit. Oh lordy lord, but that's very true. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that. And then, spending time with your family, you each learn to know each other better, and also it makes it easier for your children to come and have conversations with you when they struggling with certain things. Like mommy will be like 11 in 14 days. She's counting her birthday. Her birthday is October 15th. This morning she was like, ooh, I can't wait. I have 2 weeks at my birthday. And I was like, oh Lord. So like she's already anticipating what she's gonna get for her birthday and stuff. I mean, kids will be kids. I remember being younger. We were thinking the same way. Like we curious as to what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a birthday party, like birthday cake, and of course she knows she's gonna get it, but she's asking anyway. She gets to pick the her own cake if she wants pineapple cake, chocolate cake, ice cream cake. That's that's her decision because it's her day, so she gets to pick. That's what's up. So, Brother Natty doesn't say thank you, Sister Adwoa. It means most men suffer more. I mean, like, hi, Charlie. I'm like, it's so the way it look in society in the naked eye, it looks like you have, but like when it comes to abuse, there's a lot of different when it comes to physical abuse. Then the women is like higher, way higher. Some men are being physically abused, but it's not as high as females. So it depends on what you're talking about. But like when it comes to emotional, like some men are emotionally. Some women are being emotionally abused by their men. Um, and they hide it. They don't talk about it. On the men's side, they don't talk about it because they feel embarrassed. They feel like if they open up, their friends, people going to laugh at them. That as a man, your wife is like what? Like it's not common for a lot of men to open up when they're being emotionally or like verbally abused or physically abused, any type of abuse. But when a man is abusing a woman, most women lie for their abusers because the abusers are they are dependent. They depend on the that's the whole idea. Abusers, they break you to the point where they become your dependent. You feel like they the only person in this world who can help you, who love you, even though that's like an illusion. It's not true, but they will make you feel that way. Yeah. So it rather not that it depends on what we talking about. There are emotional, like the question you asked earlier, like the emotional stress. A lot of men, they keep everything inside. They don't talk about those kind of stuff because they want to be tough, or they feel Mr. Lee Patterson. Mr. Lee, long time no see. Oh, Mr. Lee, don't mention it. That is exactly it. I'm coming in a minute. Then women. Uh, Chris Cross said, we are about to play. You guys are about to play trivia. Oh, baby says, don't forget tomorrow morning after I drop off Florence, mommy and I come into your house. So when I come, maybe Maya and I could play trivia while you braid Jasmine's hair. And then when you finish, we all can play before we leave. How about that? Is it a date? Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, now you making me like I feel like I want to come to the house tonight just to play with y'all. Do you guys have space for all of us to sleep? Uh, because Kay is going to work, so I can come with the kids and then we can play more games. Yeah. Like Monopoly and all that. Mr. Lee says failing to talk about things like this means there is no mutual communication between the couples. 110%, Mr. Lee. Bam, 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 bam. I mean, like, effective communication is something that every human being, married or not married, even our children, we need to teach them how to effectively communicate with other people using your words, because a lot of children throw temper tantrum because they cannot express themselves productively. They don't know what to say. Uh, hey, I don't get my kiss. I will turn it off. I will turn the video off and then you give me my kiss. Yes, please. I need my kiss. You can't change that. Excuse me for a minute. Mm-hmm. Mwah. Yes. Ah, tell me your program until you change the thing on me. He can't do that, right? Yes. So like, and then you have adults, some adults who also throw temper tantrums because they don't know, they don't have that mutual communication, as Mr. Lee puts it. So they want to like not talk about something that they did wrong. They don't want to take accountability. Shame, sister. Why is it shame? Because in but it's like every day every time he's leaving for work, I get a kiss. So he can just like use me being live. So I told him I don't want to like, lie to him, say I'm gonna turn it off and I don't turn it off. I don't do it like that. Then I'll tell him the truth. Then I will get up and go get it. He's feeling shy in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. Kay feels like sometimes I try to bring him on. Okay, so we're gonna take a survey because I want to do a program with Kay, but he's not feeling that, but I think in due time, okay, should be able to like do one or two programs with me, and then I can ask him questions and he will answer them, or you guys can ask questions and we both will answer it. What do you guys think about that? So like, I mean, effective communication is so crucial in anything we do. Someone who develops effective communication when they do well with their work, because they will be able to like engage with whomever, even people that you haven't met. You can talk with them. They will feel at ease, and most of the like last week, Mami nka ne twi mu last week na meyɛ adwuma ɛna me panyi frɛ me. Ɔfrɛ me mefaa phone na ɔsɛ Million, I'm say yes, I have news for you. Me kura mpo na me feel sɛ ma winnie lotto bi anaasɛ manya bonus check bi. Oh, m'ani agye wɔ me inside a. Ɔse yɛ nipa baako, because manager biara wɔ nipa staff, manager biara wɔ care manager nwɔtwe. Nti no te sɛ ɔsɛ care manager baako no, ɔbaa bi a when ya no ba ne say care manager no or ka asem kire na onye ne yie na ono ne panyi tutu omani no me na che say me besi omutri me fi say me adwuma me ye yi na me say na wo ye adwuma na ho te ana ya na so anye na ho te ana ye because me timi baby me wo me nipa wo si nipa no say so sometimes cry no aye ye na ye adwuma say no ye chef down my your heart income and I say okay or see nipa no on hard dwenom ne ade in fact nso maame no mo transfer ne brɛ me no on hard dwen te sɛ ne ho kora ni ka kɛkɛ wotimi frɛ me busa me nsɛm bebrɛ ɔse oh Emilia, I just need to ask you one question and then I won't bother you. I'll be like, no, that's quite okay, it's all right, if you have more questions you can ask. And she be like, oh thank you. And then wɔbɛka one question wɔbɛwie koraa na well, Busa Bears at 12 or 13 questions, but I just love the way that her personality is. Into me, money information, if we are not me money information, if we are she's certified because Salam Penny catcher and say, or you'll be a or per se or Busa question, dear, what the man no, you know what you giving her because Obi Honma or say the other person will busa na same bi a oka kyerɛ say oh agyere wo koko busa but like or say bi a she mfa ne ho sɛ nipa ne kɔ akɔbusa but sɛ question bi obebusa ne biara agyere wo kɔ busa at least you know something a little bit about something and you know to say bi wɔ hɔ no one time koraa sɛm bi a ɔka kyerɛ me na mahyɛ da ate but na menhyɛ da menim a lot about it until kind of see, you know what? I was talking to someone last week and the person did mention that, but I failed to like mention to ask more questions about that. But being that you asking now, I'm going to like, find out more information and then get back to you because, at the time I didn't think that I will have to like revisit it. And she was like, you see, this is what I'm talking about. And I was like, okay. So, Mr. Lee, you're right. Like when you have mutual communication, even someone who does not know you and does not like you is going to like, be interested in continuing that conversation because of how you respond, how you engage with the person using your active listening. I mean, there are a lot of broken homes, broken marriages because the man does not know how to talk to the wife does not know how to talk to the husband. It's really sad, and a lot of people don't realize, they are they are their own worst enemy. They ruin their marriages, but then when a side chick comes along, they're blaming it on the side chick. No, you need to work on your shit. That's what needs to be happening. Chris Cross, Mrs. said, 40 people. Where are you? Got you, sis. Okay. With the mommy program, we be one of my click on. Nana, mommy, we're going to crisscross house in the field to go play trivia. But nothing does it. You can't shame me. I'm in my house. What? Yes. Oh, for real? Oh, so that's why you're over there? I'm gonna finish in a minute, okay? All right, you can go back in the room when I finish. Then, all right, Mr. Lee Patterson said, in a well organized marital home, dialogue, transparency, and communication should be part of them. Most definitely. And I'm going to add a couple to it: teamwork. Oh my gosh. Accountability. Taking accountability, also like time spent being supportive to your partner. Hey, emotionally, psychologically, and physically. Which means when it comes to the physical aspect, if you a husband or a wife, you need to know or learn how to please your partner. Eh? It shouldn't be just the man's job and it shouldn't be just the woman's job. We all need to learn one way or the other to make sure we satisfying each other and many other. We have millions and trillions of coping skills that will be beneficial to our marriages, being loyal, being committed, being determined, giving positive encouragement to one another, loving one another, and being receptive to changes, like so many other things. I just don't know. Some people don't understand marriage, period. Chris Cross Manson said, if you don't want us to see the kiss, what is a smoochy sound for? Oh, I made a smoochy sound? Oh, sorry, guys. That was not my intention. It was. Oh, my goodness gracious. You kidding me? I didn't think I made a noise, oh no. That's why Brother Natty doesn't say shame, Adwoa. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. I did not realize I made noise. Oh, Lordy Lord. Mr. Lee, I salute you. Who has been kidnapping you? Work, Mr. Lee, work, work, work. Brother Nothing doesn't say exactly my point. Crisscross. Oh, guys, come on. I didn't mean to. I didn't even realize I made those noise. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord, that was not my intention. Cut it out, people. It's just you two who will go into details. You couldn't just let it be. Oh, like when you have good kids, but I didn't even realize I made those noise. Next time I'll be quiet. Mr. Lee Patterson said, why can't husband say it if he feels the tightness of something, likewise his wife? Mr. Lee, like I don't know. Like I know someone like you wouldn't have any problem saying it because you have developed, you know how to have effective communication, like how to have dialogue, different type of dialogue. You know how to set boundaries. You have discipline in so many areas, but a lot of our men don't, and some of them, they lack of security, like they are very insecure in many areas, and some of them, they feel embarrassed to even talk to anyone close to them that uh, they having problems with their wives. When they talk to their friends, they will deflect that. They will talk about themselves as like the wife that's doing that or going through, like you see what I'm saying, like they won't be truthful, like they will talk like a third person, if it's not their wife, like a third person, and it's them going through that, trying to pick someone's brain. And if the other person start asking questions, you'd be like, why you ask me? I wouldn't know. And they'll be like, then why did you ask him? He's like, I don't know, I was just curious. No, they're lying. They're going through some shit. So, but a lot of men, they have difficulties, truly productively talking about, some tightness and all that. They truly are. And most of them kind of develop that into anger, rage, and something else, not positive. I mean, when things are going through you and you talk about it, you relieve yourself from all that tightness. Yes, honey. Okay. I'm doing program when I finish. Every time I'm doing program is something new. Why y'all do that? Huh? Tell your brother to help you with that, okay? Or when I finish, I'll help. All right. I feel like my baby girl wants the spotlight. Mr. Lee, not Mr. Lee Patterson said, "Oh my gosh, I almost changed Mr. Lee's name." Mr. Lee Patterson said, "Not the kidnapper is Wacko. Right now, I'm at work. Mr. Lee. Like I don't know. Since the pandemic, he's been working a lot. Nothing doesn't say." Lee Patterson, great. At least we heard from you. Most definitely, Mr. Lee. Sometimes I feel like he's like right there. When he's busy, he can come and comment. Uh-huh. Oh, Mr. Lee said thank you. The noise was Mr. Lee, thank you. The noise was technical. I kid you guys not. I did not realize I made the noise or even made any sound. Holy cow, macaroni cheese. At least you should have made it quiet and romantic. So how did I make it? I don't even remember what I said. What did I do? Martin, next time I will just be quiet. But Sister Love, do one marry his or her enemy? No, Mr. Lee, it's never like that. But it always ended up for most people in that manner, which is I don't know. Some of them has to do with um poor characteristic, refusal to learn anything productive, refusal to work on themselves, learn coping skills, or like some of them can also play into mental health. If not, why the Shangalian? Hey, Shangalian. Hmm. But Mr. Lee, like everyone is different. Like you have people. Crisscross, leave me alone. Why are you guys turning this into my love, my love life? Kay has already left. Eh? It's left with me and the kids. So to say no, other than he left for work. So what is up with y'all? You mean to tell me you don't know if you make noise even in the bedroom? Oh, that one I know. I can't think far. No, that one I know, crisscross, because I hear myself making the noise. But this one, I was distracted, so I didn't hear myself making noise. Is that so hard? But what did I say? Did I say mwah? Or did I say Brother Natty doesn't say I could have been more romantic. So that means probably I went just mwah, right? Which one is it? Now, Brother Natty does not perceive me saying, oh, oh, I'll be lying. Just one kiss, I have to hold on to my ears. Oh, Brother Natty does it. Why? Imagine. Oh my, why are you blushing? Me tuntum. I have caramel skin, so if I'm brushing, you won't see unless I'm smiling. So that's why you see that I'm blushing. Let me blush. Why? That means I'm in love. This Sage Williams said communication is key in a relationship, most certainly. Sender, message, recipient, feedback all play a role. Bum, 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 bum. maybe free so crack on a mukra no to say I don't understand what's wrong with it. I just don't get it. Yeah, leave me alone. Leave me alone. The first the first one you did okay. The first one you did is so. Oh, I said nah. Oh, okay. So it was innocent one. That was innocent kiss. Why is crisscross so on you, Mr. Lee? See, when I come on to talk about soccer pimping, they say oh now we are then I will be a dear who someone kind and that's why I'm about me be talking about something different, no? Being married to a problem, no? So who knew day but when brother natty does it, you see, oh, eh? I just don't get this too. I know you inside out. You were blushing. Mate, as Mr. Lee said, you if I don't agree with everything you say, you're going to continue with it. So how about Chris Cross? Please give us an acapella. Oh, Chris Cross is the she'll be killing her husband in the house. In the morning, the stuff she has on. I look and I'm like, God damn, big man, how do you handle this throughout the day without, police about standing up all the time? How? She be teasing her husband. Chris Cross, the way this girl is on, you see, she go laugh with my responses. Okay, we didn't need to hear it. I just told y'all earlier, it wasn't my intention. Oh my gosh, let it go. Go find something to do with your husband, okay? But this is part of the topic. Whatever. If it's part of the topic, Missy, go find something to do with your husband and leave me be. What I did, I did. Brother Natty doesn't imagine what? Leave me, oh. Leave me. I already said I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. What seems to be the problem between you, Brother Natty Dazi, and Chris Cross? Eh? What's oh my gosh, you two are too much. No wonder the two of you have different Premier League team, Chelsea and Man U. How the hell? Next time I'll come and talk about the Premier League. Abba, I can't have the two of you being in the same side. God darn it. Mr. Lee Patterson said, brother Nancy and Chris Cross, I can see you be seriously dangerous. Oh, Mr. Lee. I wish I had read that before I even said what I said before. Serious matter. The two of them being in the same size is the worst. You can go around it because once you answer this one, the other one can't across you. It's like tag team. Okay, I will after the show. Some folk right now, catch them in. Chris Cross, we are full. Maybe I should have asked Kate to take a day off. What is wrong with you? Mr. Lee, you see, I can't win. Between her and Natty Dusty, I cannot win. I asked her to go find something to do with her husband, and she tells me, okay, I will after. Oh my gosh. Missy, me you're crazy. But Obi say me. Chris Cross. Our problem is we are missing out. Is that fair? Why can't we see for ourselves? Because Kay was going to leave. He just told me he's leaving because he saw that I was doing program. He didn't want to interrupt. And I said, no, he can leave, because every time he leaves, he gives me a kiss, the kiss before he leaves. So why the kids got their kiss and I can't get mine? Because I'm doing live video. So I told him, being considerate, because I told him I'm going to take the camera off and then he can give me my kiss. So he gave me my kiss and I said, mwah. Crisscross said that's what I said, right, Crisscross? So if I said, mwah, and then once he walked away, I brought the camera on. And you guys having problem with that. I'm the one who suggests I'm going to turn the camera off. And I didn't want to leave it was in my head to leave the camera on, but it wouldn't be fair to him. So I just did what is fair. And now the two of you on my case. So like if I said, mwah, okay, it was a peg. It wasn't a wet kiss. So what is wrong with that? Now we want to make sure that in future she won't go out there to embarrass herself. Yeah, right. Go out where to embarrass myself? What? In what way? Listen, I didn't have a problem with Kay giving me a kiss while I'm doing program. He's the one who was hesitant. Okay? So y'all leave me alone. Okay, apology accepted. Oh my gosh. You have me do all this because you want to tease. Oh, you don't want me to tease next time. So next time I'll let Kay go to work without having to ask him for a kiss. Maybe I will give him a kiss, a wet kiss, or something else before I come live. How about that? Okay, apology accepted. I have raised my hand. Next time, don't tease with. Mate, next time I won't tease with. I just give you my response. Next time I'll give him a kiss before I start the program or something else. Uh-huh. And you are the one who forgot to mute yourself. I think that's what that's what I wanted to do both, but I only did one. I didn't even realize, so in the future I'll do both. You can do it without the action. Oh my goodness gracious. How do you guys accept the apologies and then you still talking about it? It's a dead conversation now. Leave it be, Crisscross. Leave it be. So, Mr. Lee brought about the mutual communication, which earlier I said effective communication is the same. Mutual, like the both of you have mutual understanding to have that. Ntiasie na mode kasa. Ntiasie no, I know na mode kasa. Good. Also, living with a partner who's always asking you favors, taking from you, thanking you, but will never do the same in return. He or she is a drainer, because he or she is settled with his or her status. Okay. You have some husbands, some men whose wives are helping pay bills half and half, or 60-40, or 70-30, or 80-20. And they still asking for money from the woman, even though the woman is providing some type of support. They still asking favors. Oh, I'm kind of low. Can you give me this and that? Excuse me. They always asking for something. They don't want to change their certain condition because they are comfortable with where they are. They don't want to change that certain condition because they know that if they ask, they're going to receive, because their woman is willing to help them. And then you come to think of you have some men whose wife don't want to help at all. it's 100-0. And those men would love to get some type of support because they using majority of their time doing double and triple work. By the time say it comes to love making and having sex, they don't have the energy to do so, and then the woman will start like emotionally, verbally abusing them because they cannot perform in bed the way that they want them to do so, forgetting the pressure, the financial pressure, and the physical, emotional, psychological pressure that they put in on their own husband and stuff. So it's like, when Brother Nati does ask the question in regards to emotional stress, a lot of men are emotionally stressed and they're not able to like really talk about it productively as they should. Mr. Lee Patterson says, Sister and everybody, I got to go. All right. See you, Mr. Lee. Thank you so much for coming on. You came and, kind of like spike things up. Thank you and be safe and one love to you always, Miss Lee. All right. So like you and we also have partners whose behaviors and actions are more inclined to uh be like begging the other for favors, like talk is cheap, or like promise and fail, like they tell, oh, like I just need this because I'm gonna get this and I'll give you that, like not in their dreams. They're not going to give you nothing because that's not part of their plan. Also, like we do have some family member who are not beneficial to one's marriage. Ebusua bi wɔ hɔnom a wokɔ ware mu a, you have married your doom. No matter what you do, your marriage will not go well because that family do not want the best for you and your partner. They're always going to have their nose in their business. They're going to be in your business. They're going to give bad advices to your partner, especially the woman's side, and give bad advice and just drain you and do whatever. Before you know it, you be in 6 feet under, and the partner will still be alive with another man hitting your thing. So, like there are a whole lot that areas that we didn't get to like discuss, but I have to go and get the kids to make sure. Baby girl, I need to like go and get ready for Impemu Komodie with Dr. Osei in Sankofa Radio. Sister Rami, thank you so much for calling me to let me know you can now see me for me to post it on my personal page. I appreciate that. And I want to thank every single one of you. Sister Sage Williams, thank you very much. Sister Ya Atubra, thank you. Brother Nati Dozy, thank you for your questions. And also you pulling my legs and you and my baby sister teasing me and making me like give some of insights that I shouldn't give because y'all force it out of me. Mr. Lee Patterson, thank you for coming through to also spice things up. Brother Kofi Wachi, thank you for coming on. Dr. Joel Kinsley, thank you also with your contribution. Sister Belinda Ejare, thank you. If I did not say your name, Rami, me yes, send me be free so now. Mo dear tell say that be am ba na me ka say me free so am person me free so oh. What's up, sis? Yes.
Madam for be also person will say hi to you. Hi.
Is that Sister Whitney Crystal? Which one? Which of your friend?
Only a new one, Kelly.
Hi. Okay. Oh, me here now one. Oh, you learning the chi. I'm fine, thank you. Me here.
Yeah, my friends teaching me African language.
Oh, the Akan language, the chi. Wow. And you?
How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. You said it so well.
Pardon me?
I said you said it sounds so well.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm grazie.
Medase. Thank you.
Medase.
Yeah, that's well. Yes. So how you doing?
I'm okay.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you in my language.
And well, I'm trying.
Well,
but
you're doing well.
I listen to your program.
Yes.
With my friend. Oh. And wow, it's quite something. It's very different.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
See, yeah.
I appreciate it.
And your name again is?
My name is Adwoa Odo, which is I was born Monday, like where in Ghana we are named after the days that we born. So Odo is love. Yeah, in English. I
was born on a Wednesday with a twin. I got a twin sister.
Wow, so you be called a queer.
That's queer.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
My mother always told me you were born on a hump day because Wednesday's the middle of the week, apparently, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, anyways, I came in this world with a twin, identical twin.
Wow, and you're identical. That's incredible.
We haven't seen each other. We talk.
Okay.
But we haven't seen each other in about 18 years, right?
Oh my goodness! Why you guys live in different areas, or you don't live?
Well, it's better that way for her.
Okay.
So she don't get into trouble.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wow, you have identical twin. That's awesome.
Yes. Very nice to talk to you.
Likewise, the same way here. And thank you so much for calling to say hello. I appreciate that.
Okay. You have a wonderful weekend, and I'm going to give you back to Grace, okay, dear?
Got it. Thank you. You have a wonderful weekend as well. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Yes, I like that. And then maybe I said and then brother Natty does it any crisscross. And then brother Ankra and sister Aisha and Timia, but we are busy and no one to me. Yes. Uba Miss Row.
I don't wait for that. And I'll just meet brother Natty and Auntie.
Otiepa.
Like, and my uncle, that big one, that blues forever. Who to see the blues? Oh, come on, man.
No, this is Ramity. Me crash, I say me wa a team jersey streak because I say Obia person me ban team unti wa person belt team be ato t-shirt tomu team shirt ni bi bra me ti. Enti me sha se me sha de be fata me no ne kala me pen na me meba.
And let's say 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. Yeah, but it's really a home pay.
And that's some more. I just don't like to have a headache. Mate?
Yeah.
Amen. Yamin can won so Amen.
Jesus Christ, in the name of Jesus Christ, that I'm wrestling every shapa. Father Lord, thank you so much for everything that you do. In the name of Jesus Christ, that I glorify and I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Yeah, and
Mate, you make a say oh, Mrs. This is our work. I never went to this. I'm required. I went to me. Mate, you make a say train.
Yeah,
Mate,
and a mama
and me, Mate, and
sister Yato, yes.
This I have to, bra. Yeah,
right.
Mate, sister.
Love you, sis.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Tino to say, yeah, the movie see, I may see a lot of areas I ain't me uncover. Tino to say, yeah, some other time, no, we will come and talk about more regarding marriages, but like it will be a different form, a different area. But to say, we are back, Bema, now our real. Na sɛ awareɛ no a wowɔ mu no nneɛma bi nkɔ yie na wosi wo deɛ wonsesa w'adwene sɛnea ewu ne mu a na abɛtena ho deɛ wote a na wobɛyɛ womma nsesaeɛ biara mmam anaasɛ wobɛyɛ selfish wobɛkɔ so ayɛ selfish biribi a abɛyɛ biara ɛmfa nkɔsoɔ ɛmma w'aware fie anaasɛ wo mma koraa a manwo ɔmo no sɛ ɛba sɛ bi a wobɛkyerɛ wo mma adeɛ anaasɛ suban pa a ɛbɛma nkora no anya self-discipline. Ɔma value ɔmo self. Na ɔmo asua sɛneɛ nneɛma nkɔ yie a ɔmo bɛhwɛ na ɔmo de atoto yie. Baabi a ɔmo nya ade wɔn ho no, ɔmo ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo ho adwuma because esi ehu sɛ yɛaware fie no, yɛn mma ɛhwɛ biribi a yɛyɛ ɛwɔ yɛ fie hɔnom nti sɛ woyɛ maame papa na sɛ wo ne wo kun anaasɛ wo yere nkasa anaasɛ wo ne wo ho kafoɔ kasa na da biara gyegyegyegye woyiyɛ wo yere anaasɛ woyiyɛ wo kun ɔbaa bi wɔ hɔnom a wonim aduane noa nso ɔnyɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔbɛsua aduane noa everyday biara na ne kun abɔnten aduane ɛna ɔma ne kun edi. Because abɔnten aduane no enye ni nyinaa na ɔmo yɛ ne yie. Some outside food is not cooked well at all. There are some women who do not know how to cook and they bringing their husband out to eat all the time. Take some time. You go to a YouTube now, social media, we have some people who has taken their time to teach people how to cook, how to make certain type of food, dishes and stuff like that. Take time and learn them. We have some talk shows like Rachel, like, other people, they cook food. Learn how to cook. This way, your husband can eat good meal. There are some men who can also cook and they can teach their wives who cannot cook. Okay, but some wives they just don't like cooking. Some of them know how to cook and they don't just like to cook, so they don't cook at all. There are so many things in marital home that are not going right or like going or you doing it right. But I just feel that it's important for two couples to learn to educate each other, learn from one another, and take time with patience to teach each other and listen to one another. Effective communication goes a long way. If you learn effective communication, you're going to be good at work. talking to different people, anyone. If someone asks you a question out of nowhere, you'll be able to give some insight. If you don't know, you tell the person, you know what, I cannot give you a definite answer, but this is my thoughts. Do you have anything to add? How to engage with people is very equally important. Sister Sage Williams point out, effective communication, learning to communicate with people is really the key. Okay. And other coping skills. Mr. Lee talked about transparency, and other coping skills. There are so many positive coping skills, but some of us are not taking time to learn it because we are so stuck up with, I'm just going to do what I know. I don't want to learn nothing new. Like, why? Why some of us are doing things that are making us unhappy within our marital home? What is preventing some people from learning new things to spice up their marital home, to make their marital home more excited? Spending quality time with one another. Because the more time couples spend with each other, the more and better your sex love making gets better, because you know each other inside out. You know what makes each other smile, laugh, and be at ease. Be vulnerable sometimes. Being able to have intimacy within your marriages. Be romantic. Like some of the things that, have sweet talks, and again, effective communication. So I'm gonna leave you guys here today. I have gone over the time that I said I was going to like end the program, but so let me play like Esther Smith. I have a couple songs, but I'm gonna play Esther Smith and then Brother Philip, and then I'll be out. I love this song. So God bless each and every one of you. Brother Mike Mika, thank you. If I did not say your name, acknowledge you, please forgive me. That means I did not see you when you came on. Okay, I think our sister Susan called me by accident. Um, so it's like, if I didn't mention your name, please forgive me. It's not intentional. I apologize. I love each and every one of you the same. Mommy did not come on today, Mrs. Amamensa. And, thank you to all who share my program. Those who like, love, laugh, use other emojis. Brother Quay, thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with this nice gospel songs, and then I see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. with Sopho Samuel Okoso. It's gonna be very interesting topic tomorrow, and the topic we're going to talk about tomorrow is some of the some challenges uh, the churches. Let me see. Let me get the topic right. Hold on. Let me find so for. Tomorrow's topic is challenges faced by the church. Challenges faced by the church. So we're gonna talk about it. I just can't wait to like ask some questions and other stuff. So God bless each and every one of you. One love to you all always. Sister Sage, I have it here. Okay, hold on. Siri, remind me at 10:30
What do you want to be reminded about?
remind me at 10:30 to order my stuff from Sister Sage. So
Done.
this way it will remind me. I won't forget tonight. Tonight I will make my orders.
6, 5, 6, mountains and world. Oh, but it's a full magic in my bread, and I would in my baby.
There you are, yeah.
Oh, that's how I see. 5, 6, oh, but it's a full magic in my bread, and I would in my baby.
Woo! Hey!
And this was for me. It all for people. And Jim, me no one for me. Me no I grand, I was saying. I promise you very much, so kiss off. And I hold in my baby. I mean, give you me a day. I've been something bad. I ran it here. Me the way me feel. Why am it fine? Why am it just intimidate? Right now me feel. Now I am fine. You need more day. Intimidate. Oh, daddy, you need a culture. Two, three, yeah. 4, that's how I see. 5, 6, that's into world. All I need is a full magic to my breath, and never give my fear. 2, 3, yeah. 4, that's how I see. 5, 6, that's into world. All I need is a full magic to my breath, and never give my fear.
Hold on. Me who write it, though I have to me phone send I'm showing I mean you must share some I'm saying, oh my god.
Again, you so jawa kumachiri bubu. So that we you better say the thing, baby. Say your brother, so check the Betty Mukura. Kawakumani, we are also look that. Yes, I know you can see it. Oh, you know I need. Oh, listen me what you.
Later, dudes. Y'all have a